this is obviously it's not an order, guys, again. And so you know me, I can't speak to her for the life of me. Get cold rage because I can't speak to her. But yeah. I seen this girl and she was she was so beautiful. I was like, oh my god. This is about like what, a year ago now or something. And I'm like, holy shit! I've never in my life went up to a girl, sat and just started talking, yeah. And so and I seen it, I was thinking, what can I say to her? So I went up to her because I noticed she had like a necklace on, which was a reference to a game of Kingdom Hearts, if anyone knows the game. It's like Final Fantasy and Disney and all that. So I went up to her and I said, I got a Kingdom Hearts necklace there, it's quite cool and all that. She's like, oh thanks. And then I got nervous because I had no fucking clue what to say afterwards. And then I noticed she had a Pink Floyd top on, and it was Dark Side of the Moon top. And for some reason I was meant to say, oh, it's Pink Floyd, they're a good band, but instead I said like, that's a good album. But then for some reason in my head I was thinking artist, so instead of saying good album or good band, I said good albus. And then she just looked at me and I was just like, oh fucking hell, what have I done here? And so I walked away. I literally just walked away. And yeah, so that's not the end of it. So I seen her around college and my mate, and he's pissing himself because we only know her by Albus, because that's the new name now, Albus. And yeah, so it's like the final week of college, just a couple of weeks ago. I mean, mates who like these me advisors called them because they're like, oh Jack, you need to talk to more girls. I'm like, alright. And I'm like, oh, did you see that girl over there? And they're like, yeah, I've been wanting to speak to her for ages. And I was like, why don't you then? And so they dared me. So basically they wrote down my number on a piece of paper because my handwriting's shit. And before we went out to go on this camping trip, I went over to the table. She had a group of friends so I went up to the table and said, don't know if you remember me, but here's my number, call me, yeah. But her friends were just laughing at me, and being so embarrassed. And so I walked away, and I got a text off her. I was over the moon. I was like, oh my fucking god, she texted me, yeah. And my mate's like, oh my god, she's texted you. And we're thinking of like, we're brainstorming for like a straight 6 hours because we're just texting, like, well, what can I say? So they helped me, like, oh, send a kiss, Jack. I'm like, ew, wow, what the fuck? Because I'd never sent a kiss in a text in my whole fucking life, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, send a text. I'm like, alright then. So send them one back. I'm like, oh yeah. And we're getting good here. And then just because I need to get off because my phone was dying at this camping trip, and I was like, yeah, just by the way, if you go, just wondering if you've seen anyone. And she's like, yeah, I've got a boyfriend. And then it went quiet for 15 minutes. All my mates just looking at the text, thinking, fuck. And I'm thinking, why the fuck is she texting me? Why the fuck are you sending kisses back and texting me when you got a fucking boyfriend? But she said, but things not that good. I'm like, yes, I'm in there. And then that's where I got the name of Club Cock, because basically I'm her backup cock if things go wrong with her boyfriend. But yes, I had to say bye. And she's like, oh well, text me when you can. And we're like, oh well. My mate's like, oh no, Jack, it's going well, because you know she wants to talk to you more. But obviously they're not going to be around me the whole time texting. So basically over the period of 3 weeks, first week asked her out, like started talking, asked her out, she said, oh I'm busy. I was like, fair enough. End of college, got work to do. Asked her again, busy. I was like, fair enough, I won't text her for a few days. She never texted me back. I was like, the fuck are you joking me? So gotta have to fucking text her again. Text her. Oh hey, they're being nice, you know. Oh yeah, trying to think of fucking spending hours ringing up people saying what should I text her, because I have no fucking clue. And then asked her out and she said, oh I'm busy again. Like, you fucking joking, college is finished. I know you're not fucking busy. And she's like, I'm like, just anyway. So I was like, oh yeah, just texting her. And then in the end, this is like maybe the 4th or 5th time, and I asked her, you know, she's like, because college is finished, because she said to me, oh yeah, we'll go out when college finished fully. I was like, alright then. I was like, so you know college is finished? She's like, oh no, I can't go out. I was like, what? I was like, I'm just going to give up. And she's like, what do you mean give up? I was like, what do you mean give up? I was like, I've even told her that the reason I gave me number because I like it. Well, you fucking, oh my god, like she blatantly knows. She's like, and she's like, and I've said to her, you're just stringing me along. Like, fair enough, this is bad on my point, because I'm like, are you just stringing me along now? It feels like I'm just like a backup for her. She's like, what do you mean? Well, you said about boyfriends, like, and then she sent me, fucking, didn't get a reply for half an hour, then got another reply with fucking like 5 paragraphs, fucking shutting me down, like, well, you should have stopped texting me when I told you I got a boyfriend. I was like, well, you said things not going well, and like she's all fucking ripping into me, and I kicked her back like boom when she had the boss come back like explaining, oh well, you shouldn't have fucking send those kisses. Like, oh, send kisses to anyone? No, you shouldn't send kisses to anyone. You send them to family, people you like, or people you're going out. You don't send them to random lads you just friggin' met who's just gave you your number. You don't. Oh, you're stupid. I know. Well, she's not stupid. She's beautiful. Anyway. And so we're just like, it was like a couple of texts were arguing, but then in the end, I thought, fuck this, there's no point in arguing for a girl. But you can't, fucking hell. I was just like, so, and then she explained, well, after you started texting me and my boyfriend made up and all that, and we're all great together. I was like, why the fuck didn't you tell me that? Why didn't you tell me? You and your boyfriend are all back together now. She said she's been on and off with him for 8 months. On and off? What's that supposed to mean? Am I just like, did I just get on the off period? I was like, you know. And yeah, so I thought, you know what, I can't be mean to anyone. I feel so guilty if I'm mean to anyone. So I said, I apologise to her. I apologise to her, and then if she didn't apologise to me, I would have just I wouldn't kicked her because that would just be ridiculous. But she apologised to me. I was like, oh, it's okay. Then I'm like, it's probably best if we stop texting then, isn't it? She's like, yeah, but you can text me if you're bored. What? What can text me if you're bored? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, if I'm bored, I just pop up to be like, hey babe, how's... No, it doesn't work like that. You either want to talk to me, it's not like, you know, I'm bored, I'm going to play this game, so I'll just pop up to this girl, I'm bored, you know, what, fucking dick tease, I've had a few drinks, if people wonder. But, like, the fuck? Oh, you know what? And another point we're talking, yeah, there's some pretty cringy things I said to her, because my mate wouldn't believe I said it, and I fucking sent the text. Here's a few examples. She's like, oh, aren't you insane? I'm like, and she's like, she said, are you crazy or something? And I said to her, crazy about you, baby. That was a true text I sent. And another one, I'm like, oh yeah, we're gonna go down to the police station, and she's like, oh, have you been? By the way, every text sent, there was mad winky faces going on, like proper wink, like proper fucking. And then that's why I'm thinking she's gonna be on, all these winky faces. But yeah, I'm like, oh, I'm going down to the police station. She's like, oh, being naughty, and I'm like, oh, wouldn't you like to know? And then she said, oh yeah, what have you done? I'm like, oh, you know, it was just robbery and thief and all that, something like that. And she said, oh, what did you rob? My mate didn't believe I sent this, and I said, you know what, I'm going to send it. And they knew what I sent before I even said it. I said, and she said, oh, what did you steal? And I said, your heart, winky face. And she's like, oh. I was like, oh. I'm not speaking about it now, not surprised she stopped texting me. But still, those mad winky faces go on. She said, oh, how come it took you so long to give me your number? You know, because we sat there for 2 hours brainstorming. And then I told her about, and then she said, I said to her, it took me 2 hours to like give her a number. And she said, technically it took you 8 months. You know, going back to like, you know, when I mentioned necklace, like fucking thinking she's on one. I was like, oh, yeah, I can't believe you just said that. You know, just destroying me confidence even more. Well done. And it was fucking devastating. You know, all this build up for that 8 months, and then all that build up for fucking 3 hours. Trying to think of things to say to her. She was so beautiful, and like in the end, she goes out with her boyfriend. He's probably just a fucking no. Well, not probably no, but you know. It was depressing. And I'll see her next year in college, and she'll see me, and she'll laugh with all mates, and I'll be ha 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 ha. And I'll be on my own because there's a new course, and I'll just be eating by myself. And yeah, that's the story of girl number 3 who destroyed me.